smash on everything. Everything gon' smash. Been on the grind the whole winter time, so now I can bring out the bag.
Getting those paper shitting on a hater, getting those paper shitting on a hater, getting those paper shitting on a hater, getting those paper shitting on a hater. Go, everything is a go. Check just like your bitch neck. Whole thing down the throat. Smash on everything. Everything gon' smash. Been on the grind the whole winter time, so now I could bring out a bat. If I should front you a pat, you better bring out your bat, or I'ma bring out the strap, and I'ma swing it.
Live with E-Mac, the host, and I'm on the One TV, the collaboration with me and my boy Pooch. We got a very special guest today, Coley Streetz, and you know when me and Pooch get together and Coley Streetz get together, it's gonna be a lot of shit to be talked about. Alright? So the Streetz, y'all could be on the lookout for this. We got Smash in the building. The One TV's in the building. E-Mac, the host, is in the building. Great interviewers in the building. I know it's coming up. Coley Streetz, welcome to the table.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Long overdue interview, everybody. How long is it?
It's been a while. I've known you all my life, so I guess it's long overdue. But I haven't been working hard enough to get this interview, I guess. So, you know.
Yeah, you're right. But why do you say that? You haven't been working hard?
Because, you know, the consistency, you know. I'm here and then I'm not, you know, public.
And Coley's gonna say that because it's a collaboration between me and Pooch. And we always used to say this to Coley: you ain't getting in front of this kid or sitting down unless you putting the work in. Coley's putting the work in, that's why this is a special tonight. So now, Coley, I need you to tell everybody, how did you choose your stage name? I always wanted to know that too.
Coley is actually a childhood nickname that stuck out of many. My mom's calls me Coley, you know. And then Streetz, you know, that's my actual last name, you know, so it's just kind of like my God-given name. Well, I wouldn't say God-given, but, you know, it's given to me.
Tell everybody where you're originally from.
I'm from Jamaica, Queens, the south side of things. Yeah. Tough part of Queens.
The tough part of Queens?
And I'm not saying tough, I'm saying it's tough out here. It's really tough out here.
No, everybody that say that's from South Jamaica say that it is the tough part of Queens. Not to discredit any other part of Queens, but
it's tough on many different angles.
Yes.
Not just like we tough, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. It's real tough.
Alright, so why did you want to do music?
Since young, I just had this knack for sound. I just liked the way shit sounded, and just composing music is just the greatest pastime I've ever come across. It's where I exercise most of my demons. So to have something like that's like a friend at times, you know, a shoulder to cry on, so to speak.
So music is sort of like therapeutic to you.
Yeah, and then, you know, as you go through, you gain a certain amount of love for it, obviously.
What age did you start to do music?
To record music, I started young, man. I started with the whole little
karaoke machine?
Yeah, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you talking about that, it was just actually being like aggressive about like going to studios and shit. It was in my mid-20s, not 24.
Oh, who influenced Coley Streetz? What artists? Not talk about now.
Oh,
well, now too, if you want to.
I would say any artist that's out there doing what they need to do, taking care of their family and putting forth and pushing the agenda on music. Like a lot of the dudes now get a lot of flack for the sound of music and say they mumbling and this, that, and the third. And that's fine.
Most of them are mumbling.
I get it, but my thing is this: they push the agenda with the music because, and this is no flack on anyone. I just, there's no samples.
Yeah.
They own the music. Like you have a diamond selling album like Ready to Die that's still probably, I know I seen this when I was living in Atlanta, I heard it on the radio a couple years ago that they're still in court behind the rights of these tracks because they didn't really do much to the track. You have the original artists arguing and going back and forth, getting the just dues, and so the production team, from what I heard on the radio, I don't know how true it is, but they still went back and forth in court for not getting paid, or who gets paid first. while you have these younger dudes, they elevated the music. You don't hear as many samples and stuff. They're taking full responsibility, full credit for the music.
Because they don't do samples because they don't even know the history of music anyway.
Yeah, some of them
most of them don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they won't sample because they don't. Some of them, to me, I feel like, don't even care about the history. Some of them come out and say they don't care about the history, or they didn't grow up on this, or they didn't grow up on that. So they basically using their own sound and just going with it. But nothing is really their own sound because they'll say they get it from rock and all of that.
Right. Anything in my opinion, hip hop is a parasite. No disrespect to hip hop, but it is built off of every other genre around it. It starts with the breakbeat. It's the DJ that starts hip hop. They're scratching up something that already exists while you rap on it. It's the elements of everything around it. That's what hip hop is to me. So that's how it was born. So
how do you like it?
As far as
like the sounds now.
It's like anything. It's like the sounds then. It's like you shuffle through what you don't like and you find some good shit that you can rock with. Certain artists still do the same. I still have the same musical effect when I hear something good. Still good shit out there.
Now I want to dive into a couple of personal things, like to let everybody know like what you've been through, if that's okay with you. Now I want to get into this, like your little brother died, well, one of my childhood friends, and I know he was a huge supporter of your music. So how did that affect you?
It was painful on a personal note, obviously. I wasn't even speaking to him when he passed away. We argued about a pair of sneakers. And he, unfortunately passed. By the time I got to the hospital, he was gone. So that was like devastating to me all by itself. But then as far as musically, it's like he helped me with, he was a dancer. He knew the rhythm of a track, and he would always come with that aspect on the creative side of what I was doing. So it was devastating on both ends.
Yeah, I actually another joint. You and your right hand man Murray. Now y'all was getting to it. Y'all was putting out joints like Tough and Letter from My Pen, and then Murray passed. What's going through your mind then?
It's, how do I say it? Loneliness. He was my right hand man, like on every note of it. Like I would write and he would sometimes recite, not write for him because he was great at what he did. He would write for me sometimes as well. But he would take my ideas and he'd harmonize them, and he would just be a better mouthpiece for the things that I wanted to say some of the time. So I put all of my eggs in his basket. I only rap because he was rapping, to be honest with you. He's the reason why I was rapping. I thought he was dope.
So now, how do you continue to do music after that?
I didn't for a while, and a friend hit me up.
Because you definitely took a step back.
I took a couple of steps back in music, a couple of different times. This was the early one. It was like, well, I want to continue with this. I got a hit up from a mutual friend. She's actually a person that was around us all. We was all 3,000 deep, you know. And she reached out to me, and it was heartfelt. I was at work one day, and she reached out to me, and she was like, "Yo, you need to just continue to do what you're doing. This would be the best way to celebrate his passing." So I decided to take her advice and continue.
Now, after Murray passing, now to me, I want to say
shout out to Smoke Dog, by the way. Yeah.
To me, after Murray passed, I started hearing a new sound. That's when you came back. You came back probably the hardest you ever came back. You came back with Rockin' was the best. You came back with Pieces. Then you came back with Ball Hall with Frank Poe. How was you feeling when you came back? Did you feel it was a new sound?
Yeah, it was a new sound because the sound was changing, but also just I had solely my ideas to go for. It wasn't the board of committee, lack of a better word, like I had with Murray. I would shoot him my ideas and call him and spit the 6 bars to him, and he would say, "Nah, that's not, or maybe we should try." And we would just bounce ideas. So now the sound, I became the judge, jury, and the executioner with my own sound after that. I didn't have this, even though I still bounce ideas with people. Tigu, my man Tigu, he was a big part of those records as well, even the new records. You know what I'm saying?
So if you wasn't doing music, what could you see yourself doing?
Something in music. Something in music. Behind the scenes, like my man Bruce right here, sitting behind the camera sight. So if this shit don't work, I will be behind the camera near you guys.
But it had to be something.
Yeah, it would have to be something because of the passion that's around it. It's like the creative space that it brings me into. It's like, it's a beautiful thing, you know?
So the crazy thing is, like, now you talked about the writing thing. Now, you don't have a problem with that because you're a writer yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't have a problem like, yo, somebody pitching you ideas and writing stuff and say, yo, use this. Because you see the big backlash that Drake go through with the writing thing. How do you feel about that?
Like I always said, man, it's music, and you know, me being the creditable guy, like I would give someone the credit for what they do. I don't look at that past what I just told you me and my friend had. Like I don't see it past that. I've heard Drake throughout stages of his career and keep this no matter what name is in the credits. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's still the same intensity. Like he said in his last, you know, Pusha T battle this, I believe he said something to the effect of, y'all niggas sound like y'all the ones that need the writers. I'm just keeping my shit together over here. Like
y'all calling me out.
I'm keeping the same level of intensity each time I come out, no matter whose name is in the credits. You know what I'm saying? So the guys who's writing for him sound like they need writers when you hear this. Something to that effect, he said.
So now I gotta ask you this. Now you come back and you drop Completely Streetz. You drop it with Superstar J.
Oh, Completely Concrete.
Completely Concrete. How did that come? That's big. Getting Superstar J on the train. Superstar J don't really just get on anybody's shit.
Absolutely.
So for that to happen, how you felt about that, and how did that even happen?
I mean, it was an uphill battle. I was in a downward spiral at this time of my life, and I just wanted to focus on the music and try to get everything corrected with that. So that was really big for me at the point in time.
Our mixtapes is better than your albums.
Should we waste any more time?
Street shit. It's called tough. Call it street. Completely concrete. Superstar. Shake.
Alright, so after the mixtape drop, you working the show on Bell Records, and rumor has it a big mixtape was coming out, The Black Cloud. Y'all even did a Welcome to Southside Cypher, and then the mixtape does not come out. From your perspective, what the hell happened with that?
Just the creative differences down the line, I guess. You know, that's, you know, it was 6, maybe 7 people on the record that was involved in something every day, so you're gonna have difference of opinions, and it just, everybody ended up pulling in separate ways. Which Superstar J also hosted that mixtape. We actually got it to a completion point, and this was kind of my reason for taking my next step, because to me the sound didn't reach, because I did all of the engineering on there, and I felt it could have been better, and that was kind of the reason why I made my next step.
A lot of people don't even understand that you do the engineering, you write, you also do camera work too. Why is it that important to you?
So I won't be let down, like said, no project after spending a year recording, and then no project actually comes of it. So now it's just like a waste of time and energy.
Now again, another situation happened to you. You was actually recording 2 projects at that time. You had to join with Ace Murray. 10 songs in already. And then it's nothing, and then Cold Street disappeared.
I went to Atlanta.
Yeah, you disappeared.
I didn't disappear. I went to work on me. The better me I could be, the better teammate I can be.
10 songs in, you about to flood the streets, and then Coley Streetz does not live in New York anymore. He lives here in Atlanta.
Right. My thing was, you know, it was just a lot of things that was pointing me in a different direction. It was like, these things are not working for me right now, and it was an opportunity opening up for me to educate myself in the same field and where I'm finding the blockage at. I'm like, you know what, let me try this. It actually worked out my favor as far as being a little bit more knowledgeable in the field that I'm in.
Now, the crazy thing is you went to Atlanta when music was shifting down there too, where it was coming out. So I want to know, what did you learn and what did you need from with that relocation?
I mean, you learn hip hop all over again, because you know people can argue this. Hip hop is not New York anymore. It's really Atlanta. Atlanta is the place to be if you're in hip hop. So I spent there, and just the time there.
I don't believe Atlanta is hip hop. I just believe the sound is coming from the South, and everybody in New York is just jumping on it.
I think that I can agree with that, but I disagree with it to say what I've been saying. The culture. The culture breeds that sound. The living out there, the slang, the drawl on the words, the pronunciation, it comes from the culture of that element. You can't find that organically here in New York.
Because that's not a New York sound. It sounds
my point exactly. So if this is, and I'm not saying this is why I say I'm not disagreeing with you. If New York would stick to New York sound, then it would be a New York sound as well.
Because LA still has their sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change.
It did evolve and take on a lot of the 808 sound that the South has as well. So it's not just.
I wouldn't call 808 sound the South sound.
It's not, but like the way they used it, the way they used the 808.
I think they used it better than everybody else. After Kanye put it out there, I think they used the 808 sound better than everybody else. And put it into their culture, how they deliver their music.
I'm over that.
I just think New York artists just try to sound like that so they could get accepted.
I can't argue with an actual fact in my mind. What I will say is each artist just keep evolving and working towards pushing the envelope. You know,
how you feel about the state of New York rap now?
What is New York rap now?
What are the artists that's out? The Casanovas.
I like that.
You got Lou Got Cash. You got 6ix9ine. You got Young and May. You got A Boogie. You got Cardi B.
Cardi B, that Money song is. I like more than just.
You like the Morning song?
Yeah.
I like it and I don't like it.
I like it. I like.
But how you feel about that sound?
Like I just said, I like that Money sound. I like that song actually. It's a dope song to me. It's put together pretty well. Like
that's what I was going to say.
Being on the writing end of it and listening to Cardi B's, people can pick her apart, but the actual penmanship behind what she's saying is some of the most solid shit I've seen people do with writing for a chick.
For somebody else.
Yeah, for a chick. They craft that shit.
The crazy thing, I feel like for her. That's what I was about to say. So whoever's behind that, they can say all the thing about the pen and all that. Whoever's writing that shit is writing the shit down.
He's a genius, or whoever's behind that shit is a genius, in my opinion. As far as writing.
And how she's putting it out. Right. Because you can write something for somebody and it still don't sound right.
So it's definitely a hand in glove situation with whatever she got going on over there. Keep that shit up. That shit is working.
Now you in Atlanta, getting your shit together, and then you get a call at your sister's house. What goes through your mind, man?
Seclusion. I just want to be by myself with my craft. Just working on that. I don't want to do anything else but that.
Did you just come to like I'm not just trying to do nothing, or just like I'm just focused on this and it's just?
Yeah, I took a backslide from recording and stuff, and it wasn't really recording. I wasn't putting out any music. I was doing real here and there, the hard things, and everything was coming out just really dark. It was a rough spot for me creatively. I made some dope songs, but they were just too.
The crazy thing is, when you start sending me some joints, and I'm just like, this ain't the Coley that I'm used to.
A lot of that shit, even the happy ones, they were kind of like forced, so they just didn't hit the mark. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was just like I'm trying to be happy type of thing. So
music is about expression and expression through conviction, and you know, once a person is convinced by the words you're saying on the song, that's how they feel you. The music is a feeling. They can hear you, they can like what they hear, but they can feel somebody. It's a great record.
So what made you come back to New York?
Again, the same thing that made me leave it. It was like all the signs in life was just pointing me towards these things. Like my calls started to change and my everyday conversations, and then my mind started to say, plus, you know, kids here in New York.
When you was coming back, we started speaking more and more, like every day. Yeah. I was going through a bad time too.
Yeah, that's how we kind of connected and was able to kind of piggyback and just keep moving forward with each other. You know, Black Hawk down. I seen you wounded on the side. I said, yeah, give me that and I'll give you this. And we kind of made it to this point right here.
You actually helped me get out of dark space because there was times I was like, nah, this shit is over with.
But I recognized it, so this is all I could do is try to, you know, the only thing you can do to kill darkness is shed light on it.
Right.
So I just try to put the positive towards any negative situation, especially if I've been in that state of mind
and the crazy shit,
and made it out of it. So I would.
The crazy shit, as you say that, and I was just thinking about that when I was putting the interview together. I said he knew to hit me because he already been through it. You know what I'm saying? So he's seeing something that I'm not even seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this nigga's not staying on top of it like that. Because you was one of the people that convinced me, yo, get the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, I'm like, shoot, I ain't doing nothing, but every day you would be like, nah, you gotta do that. Don't stop, you gotta do that.
With your passion, that's something to keep your mind off and your body eventually off of the negative space. So that's what it is.
That was big. And then Coley comes up, we get the radio show going. And then Coley dips off the radio show, typical Coley fashion.
I had to lock in and work on this project, you know, when I was being, you know, I wouldn't say distracted because the networking was good, but
he was doing really good, and you heard the people calling, yo, where's Streetz at? We want to see Streetz, and then Streetz disappear. And then I got to go on air and say Streetz is working on a project. That's why he got to go away.
I would have came back. I didn't work on the project. Well, I hope y'all like it because you see what I got to get behind.
Yeah, definitely.
Take some personal time.
Yeah,
I had to take some sick leave.
Yeah, he definitely took a whole lot of sick leave. And the people was calling. What did you learn from working in the radio?
I learned a lot, basically, like behind. I learned a lot about myself, actually, just by the way the people were responding to me when I actually decided to speak.
Bingo.
Like people who actually know me and was watching it because I told them, yeah, check this shit out. I be doing this shit, and actually see me speak and say, damn, you should do that more often. You should speak with them. I'm like,
I can tell you the same thing.
Absolutely. So my thing was. I learned some comfortability with speaking.
Because that was a
couple of good networking tools as well.
The crazy thing is I used to say, this is the only thing he's missing. Coley don't speak enough. And then when you start getting the people into it, and then he left, I was like, oh man. I was tight. Personally, I was tight. But I understood because I kept saying it's going to work if you just stay on radio and talk. It's going to be easier for you to put the music out. And the people were taking to you. And then you left. I said, oh, you better not be doing this shit again. But then when you said, hey, I'm really working on the project, and then you get a hit up from your man JoJo. JoJo actually dates back.
JoJo actually dates back to still in Atlanta. I started to reach out. He started to reach out. I came from my homegirl, True. She's a marvelous friend, right? One of the realest people I know. One of the realest niggas you I know, and she doesn't have a penis. It's the craziest shit in the world. But she reaches out to me. She was doing some management shit with me back in the day, and me and her kind of, you know, lost contact. And one day I just put out a freestyle of some sort. This is when I'm finally starting to brighten up and do music again. I started to get back on my horse. I bought a computer. I started the camera, and I said, you know what, let me try this shit. So I started sending out records, and she hits me back like, oh, it's funny. I just was thinking about you. I was playing your music the other day. My new boyfriend said, who the fuck is this guy? And she's like, call me. I call her. We have a kick it. She said she was gonna call me back with him. She called me back with him. It's him, but I don't know who he is. He has his resume. I'm like, I don't know who he is. All right, brother, no doubt. I'm glad you like it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. No, but Drew's not a bullshitter, so I knew what it was, but I didn't know how far we'll go. I didn't know he would be so cool. Like, personally, I think he's a cool dude, period.
You talk highly of him.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a genuine dude. He says what he means, and he means what he says. And if you can't value someone for that, then you won't find no value out here.
So what are you and JoJo working on now?
JoJo actually just has me pushing this project as best as I could to level up the things that I can do with him. You know, the better off I am, the better off I can be for anybody's team.
Now, can I ask you a question? I don't know if it's true or not. Rumor has it. You had a meeting with 300. Heard it was a great meeting. I heard it was a great meeting. I don't know if it's true or not.
You heard that from me.
Oh, okay.
It was a great meeting because, again, we get to work on me. So I asked for a situation to the point where I could put out art. Yeah. That's what I want, because at the end of the day, my talents are, I rap, but I do everything around the rap. Yeah. You know, everything. So if we just change me from the rapper and put another person there, it would be the same kind of effect, in my opinion, you know? Like writing, beat making.
How did that meeting even come up? Because 300 work with a lot. They love independent artists.
Yeah. Zorro actually just told me out, like, he just feels like he just thinks I have a God-given gift. I sent him songs and shit, and he's saying, like, we really need to get you somebody. Basically what it is with that.
So I guess this is how Smash comes.
Smash comes when I get back to New York. Just sitting there with my brother and my son. That's what they talking. So that's what becomes the project. I didn't say, yo, I'm a part of Smash. I just named that shit my project. Now the Smash niggas is running down on me. I didn't even know this was a gang.
This is why I always say
it's not a gang, but I didn't know this was a collective of young men doing whatever they do.
But this is why I kept calling you the Big Smash, but I knew you didn't know that they was out here doing
I named
like
my
that.
project Smash. This is all love. I'm doing the Smash thing now, but
yeah, the Smash is looking real great right now.
yeah, we working.
2 videos out back to back after each other.
It's actually 3, man. You gotta check out the other joint from Sos, man. You got a couple of joints. You got the Rider joint on, the 5'9" joint.
Yeah, they definitely going crazy on the 5'9" and on everything. What do Smash stand for?
Stack money and stay hungry.
Yeah.
Wow. So you picked that.
I didn't name it. See, this was already pre-existing, and when my little brother said it to me, I said, I'm naming my project that. He says, alright, cool. Come to find out, it's more to it and things of that nature. Yeah. So it started off as just what I thought was a conversation, and then it actually turned out to be something.
A movement. Now, this album is different from any Coley Streetz work.
Because
the sound is totally different. It's like you reinvent yourself every time you come back.
I appreciate that, but I can't take the credit for this one.
And I was going to ask who influenced the sound.
Again, now the reason why it's called Smash. You have Nade and Gito.
So they helped put together the joint. Mm-hmm. And now on everything just dropped. Why was that the lead single?
It's Smash. It's the statement. It's everything. It's the way of life. You understand? It's everything we're doing right now. Everything.
Now, after this mixtape drop, what do you want from music?
There's a 2-part. I want the respect to say, yo, this dude know what he's doing, because I've been doing this to a point where we try to elevate every time. Like instead of trying to reinvent, I want someone to sit there, if not the masses, a few creditable people, and say, I respect this dude.
The crazy thing is, I think people do respect you. I just think you don't put yourself out there enough to get it. I could be wrong, but that's how I look at it.
The second thing is what I want music is what I mean by that is creative control, to where, you know, I have this built up audience and they respect my growth and who I'm becoming. You ain't gonna box me into this. You have different versions of me right there on YouTube. The battle rapping. Now you got some people that would listen to the record Smash as the harmony flow and can't get jiggy with it because they want the battle rapper. Yeah, you like that. You wouldn't like the battle rapper guy too much though. You understand what I'm saying? Don't box me in anything. It's like, it's music.
I think that's what you did with
I can do, it's music.
I think that's what you did with this. with this album that you put out. I think you showed your flexibility on it, because you got the smash, then you got the flex, and those are totally two different songs. And that's like I'm saying, though, Streetz is figuring it out. And then I knew, I said, Streetz is getting influence from somebody else now. And I could tell when your highlights, like just watching the growth of everything from when you were Murray, now it's you and your brother and your son, and y'all getting to it like that. And that's crazy to even go from that to still be here and still be doing music.
Right.
That's all of an accomplishment in its own.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a long way to this point right here, just even emotionally. And now you talk about musically and physically, and you're just adding on, you know, a lot. But if it's not over, you keep fighting. What don't kill you makes you stronger. So, guess I'm strong over here.
So I got one more question. What do you want people to take from the album? Or take from you, because you branding with clothing and all of that now too.
I want you to take the message.
Nose, baby shitting on a hater, getting nose, baby shitting on a hater, getting nose, baby shitting on a hater, getting nose, baby shitting on a hater. Go, everything is a go. Check just like your bitch neck. Whole thing down the throat. Smash on everything. Everything gon' smash. Been on the grind the whole winter time, so now I could bring out a bat. If I should front you a pat, you better bring out your bat. Or I'ma bring out the strap, and I'ma swing by your Ave. Neither one of us need all of that. Neither one of us need all of that.